Welcome everyone to Be Alert News. This is Leon Benjamin, and we are so delighted that you could be with us again. We have some exciting things that are happening that's going to be going all the way up into election. Special announcements, special guests, like the guest we're going to have today. We're talking about stabilizing an unstable nation, preparing a nation for stability. And with everything that's going on right now, there are some things that some people just don't think about until it might be too late. Well, my guest today is going to get you to start thinking again, being proactive, thinking ahead of time. Tina Blanco at SAT123.com is going to be sharing with us some very important details about how you, your family, your community, your church, it doesn't matter, your organizational group can remain and stay stable in these unstable times. So I'm going to bring her on right now, and I'm so glad to have her with us today. My goodness, Tina, how are you doing, my dear friend?
I am doing good. Thank you so much. And it's really nice to see you again, Pastor.
Yeah, we are, of course, traveling across the nation. You're doing a lot of great things. You're helping a lot of people, and even in certain areas that people probably don't even think of that they really need help in. But these are very unstable times. The things that we're seeing going on right now, people are losing, let's say, confidence in the structures that we used to really have a lot of confidence in. Our electric grid, our food systems, our energy systems. A lot of things are looking like they're going the wrong way. But look, this is a message today about hope. I don't want anybody to feel too bad, but it is really not good. We need, of course, good leadership at the top. And we're praying for our nation, as you know. And we're just believing that things will begin to stable out. But until then, Tina, talk a little bit about what you do, your company, and why is it so important for people to be a little bit more proactive as opposed to being reactive. And, waiting for something to happen, that's not a good way to live.
Right. I totally agree. And as you know, we have been hearing over and over from different people, Tucker Carlson. I mean, a bunch of these influencers are telling us that, look, the easiest thing for the bad guys to do is to take down our communication. And when our communication is down, we all are going to be in, it's just, there's nothing. You can't do anything without communication because we all are so used to it with communicating with our family, our kids, our coworkers every single day. So there is an alternative, which is satellite. They can't take down the satellite. They can take down the cell towers, but they cannot take down the satellites. Also, natural disasters, fires. There's a lot of fires right now in California that takes down the cell towers. There's hurricanes. Any natural disaster, earthquake, anything, tornadoes, floods, they all take down the cell towers because they're very fragile and they go down very easily. But the satellite phones goes direct to the satellite. So you carry your cell tower with you wherever you go. This is your cell tower.
Yeah.
So all you have to do is you go outside and you extend it, you power on, and now you can make a call from anywhere on Earth. It doesn't matter where you are on the planet. This is the phone that is used by the military, by people that go hiking, camping, that live in rural area, boats, people that go into water, Antarctica, Alaska, wherever you go. But it's really nice to have an event that our infrastructure is attacked, whether it's doing before voting or before, just to take us down. This way it will keep you in communication with your loved ones to make sure that your family is safe. Our government already uses these, so our government is going to have a way to communicate. But this is available for everyone. Pastor, anybody can get this phone. We have an MRSAT phone. It's free on a 15-month agreement. It's $89 a month or $95 a month. for 15 months. That's it. The phone is about $800, or you can get this Iridium phone. It is a 24-month agreement, and the phone is a little bit more expensive. It's $299, but the retail price, like our cost on these is around $1,300. So they're not really $300. We just give it to you cheaper because you're signing up for a 24-month agreement. So yeah, and then if you want something a little bit less, we have this Bivy Stick. The Bivy Stick, basically, this is you download an app into your smartphone, and this turns your smartphone into a satellite two-way texting.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and I'm excited to bring you my Giza Dream bed sheets for the best offer ever. We're all experiencing unprecedented rising prices, but I was able to secure a limited amount of Giza cotton for a great price, and I'm going to pass those savings directly on to you. Get my Giza Dream bed sheets for as low as $29.98 with your promo code. They're the most luxurious sheets ever, made with the world's finest cotton. Grown only in a region between the Sahara Desert, Mediterranean Sea, and the Nile River, where the weather conditions are perfect for growing cotton. My sheets are ultra soft and breathable, but extremely durable. I guarantee they'll be the most comfortable sheets you'll ever own. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to save 50% on my Giza Dream bed sheets. That's as low as $29.98. Quantities are extremely limited at these amazing prices, so please order now.
And this one's only $65 a month for unlimited texting. So basically, you can put your phone on airplane mode, or you can, when you don't have service, and this only weighs about 3-4 ounces, it's pretty light. And
Yes.
If the cell towers or service went down, or if there was any interruptions, or if there was like what happened in Maui, but last year, I think when the whole cell towers went down, even emergency services didn't have communication, so you couldn't even call 411 or 911, sorry, to get help if you were caught in a fire, if your body was burning. The only way that people were safe there is the few people that did have a satellite phone, and they were or a bivy sticks, and they were able to communicate with a neighboring island to get help, medical help for the burn victims. So it came in, very handy in many situations. But why wait? You never know when emergency happens.
Right. I was thinking, because those phones, you're giving those phones away free. What's the difference? Is there features on one phone or the other? Well, a satellite phone, I'm becoming more familiar. But what are some of the features? What can you do with a satellite phone?
Okay, so this one works on Iridium network. So this one will work from anywhere on Earth. It doesn't matter where you are. This is the same phone that even the big, airplane companies use. Small, big, all the commercial airlines use Iridium network for satellites. So there's nowhere on Earth that you can go where this one won't work. So this one is free, $65 a month. It's a 12-month agreement. This one also works on Iridium network, so anywhere on Earth. And this is the $299. This phone is for free. This phone will work on 90% of the planet. It will not work in the North Pole or the South Pole. So the closer you get to Alaska and above, you're going to need the Iridium network. But if you're going to be in the United States of America or anywhere in the center of the planet, of the whole Earth, Europe, Australia, it could be anywhere. Desert, middle of the water, this one will work. And this is the free one. Their satellites are geostationary satellites, and they're right around the equator. And that's the reason why the further you go from the equator, the less likely, and that's why it won't work in the poles. Where Iridium has 66 low orbit satellites, and they're always rotating. So even if you are in a valley, like if you're kayaking in the Colorado River, I know somebody's life that was saved because they had an emergency, a heart attack, and they had the Iridium phone, and they got a helicopter to come and rescue them. But the Iridium phone, there's nowhere on Earth where it won't work. So this is the one that I highly recommend. If
And what
you
is there a monthly? Because I'm going to put the website up. So while you're speaking, I got my producer going to be making sure that the website is going up and going through the website. So there's free phone, but it's a monthly subscription. What's the difference between the two as far as the monthly subscription?
So the monthly subscriptions is the same. The difference is one of them is only 15-month agreement because that's how long it takes us to break even on the equipment. And the other one is 24-month agreement. It takes us about 22 months to break even for the equipment. And that's the reason why the other one is 22 months. This one is only 12 months. This one's a little bit less expensive for us, so it takes us time, and it is a lot cheaper. And it does the same thing, except you can't talk, you can just text, but you can text to anyone. And one of the other benefits for this one that I really, really love is that you can get the local weather. So if you're somewhere and there is like an emergency with the weather, like flash flood, you get the local weather, and then also of where you're located, and also you get the local map. So in case you download the map of where you're going to be hiking or camping or adventuring, and then so you have the map in case you get lost, so that you can find your way out.
Well, I like the fact that no matter what group you are, I've been pastoring for 22 years. I think most churches don't understand that when emergencies happen, everything goes out. We forget sometimes about communication.
I wanted to introduce one of our news items on darkbags.com. It is our Faraday bulletproof backpack. So basically there is a Kevlar plate in this main compartment right here. It's very lightweight. It is certified as well. Our certifications are on darkbags.com in the description. So basically if you're in public transportation, you're at a rally, you're at school, you can protect yourself in the case that you are in a line of fire by just holding this up and protecting, your face, your torso, etc. This bag also has a Faraday pouch hidden in the back over here. Let me show you. So this opens up right here, and it's a fairly decent sized pouch. It's the size of this right here. So this fits your phone, your wallet, your keys, so no one can track you, find your location, no one can steal your credit card information. This also protects against EMP and EMF, as well as unnecessary radiation coming from your devices. So this is very important. It's also nice because this is up against your back when you're wearing it, so no one can steal your items that are stored in this pocket. There is 3 main compartments in this pocket. The front 2 are easy access. You can stick your hand in this one really quickly, zipper, and then this one has pouches for your, your pens and papers and all that kind of thing. And then there's this main compartment where there's the Kevlar plate that you can zip up, but you still are able to put a laptop and everything like that in here. This bag runs $199 on darkbags.com. It's usually priced at $250, so it's a really good deal right now, and it's going to be while supplies last as well.
And I know that sounds crazy because we preach every Sunday. We're talking every Sunday or whatever day you go to church or go to mass or go to synagogue, but then when something happens, it's amazing how people just panic. They just lose it. We need to really keep our heads calm in this hour. Don't you think?
I agree. And people don't realize how important it is to communicate. Pastor, when our cell towers, my cell phone went down, my AT&T, a few months ago, and mine and my son's phone didn't work and I couldn't get a hold of him, I really did panic. I went to my car because I have it in my trunk, got it out, and started texting him, and he did the same thing. And within an hour, we were in communication with each other. It is very, very you just get this really icky feeling when you can't get a hold of your loved ones, when you don't know what's going on. This was very small. Things could happen in a very big way. So it is worth it for you and your family to have one of these satellite communications, just so that you can stay in communication should our infrastructure gets attacked by anything. So That's my recommendation. And secondly, my recommendation would be to also have communication drill. If my son didn't take out his satellite phone and check the text messages from me, it would have done me no good. But we do have a communication drill. We tell each other what will happen, what happens. Yeah. Yeah.
That's important. To practice what we preach, right? To practice and to do these safety drills. We have a daycare, and so I'm looking at, because I was thinking about this the other day, Tina. I need to get one of these for my daycare so that it could be at the daycare. So, because we got little kids, and guess what? When things go down, the parents want to call, or what's going on, and we have no drill to say, how do we communicate if something goes wrong? So it's like getting maybe 10 parents together. I'm just thinking right now, and they all have a satellite phone or access to one, then they can use that phone to check on their kids in case something goes wrong. They can all meet at a central point. Boy, I'm just thinking this thing right now. This thing is, they can meet at a central point. And then if something goes wrong, someone has access to a satellite phone, then they can check on their kids. I mean, we are just living in crazy times, Tina. Look, what is the website again? SAT, it's sat123.com, or is it another website?
Sat123.com. Pastor, it's a great idea. I always put my satellite phone on my business card. So this way, my customers can get a hold of me on my sat phone should the cell towers go down. So that's a great idea for your daycare to include a satellite phone number, so that the parents that do have a satellite phone number will still be able to communicate with the daycare should the cell towers or the infrastructure or anything happen, to check on their kids. Because boy, I'll tell you, your kids are, obviously it's your life, your heart. And when something happens, that's the first thing. Everything is out the window. The first thing you think about is your loved ones. So absolutely, I would highly encourage, and we'll talk after this recording.
Yes.
To get you set up. I didn't know you had a daycare, so that's awesome.
Yes. I'm just thinking how many churches, organizations, businesses, we are doing a series. I told you about this, 5GW emergency operations centers. And so we're meeting on a regular basis with people around the nation to set up EAPs, emergency operation procedures, and EOCs, emergency operation centers, and how important it is. And it's something, like I said, no one's thinking about this until something happens. And that's not the way we're really supposed to be. The Bible even talks about, be ye also ready, because the Lord may come. And I know I'm kind of going off a little bit on there, but I'm just trying to make an emphasis. The Lord may come in an hour that we think not. So the encouragement or exhortation is to be ye also ready. And in emergencies right now, can you kind of give us some examples of over the last few things that have happened? Flooding, hurricanes. I think we've had a couple of floodings. I know we've had a few hurricanes, and then of course what happened in Maui. Give us a scenario of what could go wrong, and give the people kind of an understanding what could go wrong.
Yeah. So last year, again, we had people. A lot of our customers were visiting Acapulco, for example, and there was a tropical storm, and they were told, "Oh, go to bed. It's just a tropical storm." No one knew. No one predicted it. Within 12 hours, it became a Category 5 hurricane. Wow. And looting, dangers, no police. It was just so bad. No communication, obviously, no electricity, nothing. So we got a lot of response from our customers from all over the world, some from Canada, some from Europe, that were United States, of course, that were visiting Acapulco at the time because it was vacation time. And they all said the same thing. Thank God, I've had the satellite phone for 5 years. And this one time that I needed it, I was able to escape and get out. It makes it all worth it. So yeah, you never know. You never know what could happen. I don't think people in Maui realized that they were going to be attacked by something. We don't know what yet. That there's just going to be all their houses are going to just go in flame, and all the cell towers were going to be down, and 99% of the island. Nobody knew that. You just wake up and your phone doesn't work. Even your emergency doesn't work because 911 doesn't have backup. You're on your own. You've got to prepare. This could happen anywhere. You are on your own. Nobody's going to come and save you. There's not going to be a fire department or anything. You have to prepare yourself. You have to prepare your life. And Pastor, you're right. When I see Jesus, when he comes, my thing to him, what I want to say to him is, hey, wow, I was just talking about you and here you are. That's what I'm going to say to him. So yeah, no, but he gave us, wisdom and over and over, I think in the book of Revelation, to be prepared, prepare ourselves with everything, with food, with didn't say communication because didn't have communication, but those are the things that we just need to be more prepared, because we are used to communicating now with our families and friends on a daily basis. And when that's taken away, it's going to break your heart. And don't let that happen to you. Be prepared. This is what I do. I do communication. I also do, our company also does Fair Day products to protect you from EMF, from EMP, from being tracked. So one of the things that you do want to do when you do buy your phone is you'll see a picture. When you go to SAT123.com, you'll see a picture of the backpack. That's a bulletproof backpack, and it is Fair Day. So when you put your phone inside the backpack, it's no longer being tracked. And then also it is bulletproof, so you can use it in case you come in a line of fire. You could be at the mall, you could be in your car, anywhere. When you're in a line of fire, if you react quickly and you hold the backpack against the window, if you're in a car or if you're running, carry it in your back, it's gonna protect you. Here's what it looks like. This is the one.
Okay.
Here's what it looks like. And then the Fair Day pocket is in the back. And also the reason why we chose the back, so that nobody can steal it from you when you have it on. And then also you can put your wallet, credit cards, keep fob, so that nobody can steal your identity. So everything will fit in this pocket right here, and everything that's in this pocket, it is Fair Day protected. So it will not bring EMF, which is radiation, to your body when you have it. It helps your body, because Fair Day is copper infused material, and copper close to your body is actually healthy, where a phone near your body causes cancer. So this is both. It helps. And we also have
a Faraday bag with me now too. I just do it out of habit now with my phone. So you got me onto that. So I'm just telling you, thank you for getting me a little bit more sensitive, to what's really my environment and how I can control my environment. So they can get those Faraday bags also on the website as well?
On SAT123.com, there's going to be on top, there's going to be the backpack. You just click on it. It takes you to all the Fair Day products. I highly recommend you get one of these. It says satellite Fair Day bag, but you can also fit any cell phone in it, any smartphone in it, even if it's got a wallet. And then when you go to bed at night, you can still hear your alarm, but it will keep the radiation away from your body. Because I don't know if you know this, but a phone connects to the cell towers 900 times a minute, 900 times a minute. And every time it connects, it's radiation. So most people sleep with the phone next to their head. It's best to keep it in here and keep it next to your head. So this way you can still have access to it if you need it, but you're not getting this radiation that is coming from the cell phone, from the EMF from your phone.
Wow, Tina, we got about 2 minutes. I really feel that more people should get involved in preparedness and not walking around in fear. we got a few days until election. We know all kinds of things going on, assassination attempts. This is getting ridiculous. And I really want to shed some hope today. And I pray that someone's listening to this right now who may be unstable, walk around in fear, not knowing, who to trust, not knowing where to go. I'm going to let you, Tina, just take these last few minutes and just kind of assure people if they have stable communications, then everything else is kind of going to fall in line.
Right. You got to be prepared with everything, Pastor. You have to prepare your family, have a place to go, have food, water, electricity, generators. By the way, we also do generators. You've got to. I'm a prepper, but I'm not an expert. I'm an expert on communication. I know how important communication is. I know when communication go down, people panic. I saw how important communication was because our first responders that we sponsor were in Maui, and they found people that were burnt, that were sitting on the beach, couldn't get help, and they were able to call help for them. I mean, those are the things that I know, and I know that these phones have saved life. We get a lot of email from customers all over the world that got stung by a poisonous scorpion or a snake or something, and they were able to get help with the satellite phone. So we do know that the satellite phones, for the 20 years that I've been in this industry, it has saved many, many lives. And but we all need to use wisdom. We need to rely on Jesus. That's who we can trust, is our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And we all need to come together and pray for our president, and pray for our country, and pray for the Democrats, because I think they're lost. A lot of them are lost. Let's pray for them. And
let's pray. Yes.
Yeah. And I think once, and Jesus, let him be in control, because we can't see through our eyes. We have to see through his eyes. And I trust his eyes. I don't trust mine. So yeah, absolutely.
I love it. Well, look, thank you so much. And as the Bible says, Jesus said to fear not 365 times. Jesus said it, and it's mentioned 365 times in the Bible, to fear not. So we leave this with you all today. Tina Blanco with SAT123. Go to sat123.com. Mention that you heard this on BALERT News, and take advantage of the cell phones, the bivy sticks, the Faraday bags, and any of the generators, all types of products to keep you and I stable in sometimes an unstable world. So look, God bless you all. Thank you all for tuning in today. We'll be back next week with another exciting show. God bless.